What's up, everybody? This is Ben coming to you with another HBAR update here. And man, we had some action this morning. We're having some action right now. And I just want to talk about a couple levels and kind of give you some ideas and some things to watch for. Again, I don't do predictions. I'm not a financial advisor. It's just me looking at squiggly lines on charts. But man, I love to see this kind of stuff happen. It just gives me more confidence that these support and resistance levels are real and they mean something. FOMO can happen and blow through them, but it always comes, not always, but most of the time, it will correct itself, which is what it did here. So, we had this initial move up. We've talked about it a million times. It needed to consolidate here. It didn't. FOMO happened, created all this mess. And then look, finally, right where it was supposed to. I mean, exactly where it was supposed to consolidate. It finally did. And what that resulted in was a move up. Now, was this move up warranted or not? I'm not 100% sure yet. There's a couple of reasons why that we'll talk about. So, number one, I want to look at a few candles on this move, and this one being the first one. These candles are kind of warning signs to me. When we try to push out through a resistance and you get this rejection, it's almost like it's saying, nope, not yet. It happened here and it was a very big rejection, and it took, a couple of days to kind of try again, right? And it said, nope, not yet. But buyers stepped in probably because they saw this poke out here, and then they started setting their buy orders in here, and that triggered this candle, which triggered another candle exactly the same as this one. So there's this one and then this one, same type of candle. Both of them kind of warning signs to me of saying no, not yet. But once again, people move their buy orders up, which created this big move up, which is significant, breaking through multiple levels of resistance. And then it was followed by a huge sell-off candle, which means a lot of this was just FOMO coming in here, and the majority of these buyers exited already and sold it off. But because of the movement, people had buy orders, and they began moving them up. And then when these FOMO guys sold off and it dropped down and filled all those buy orders, probably too high, which created kind of just this little movement, and then kind of one last blow off top here, followed by just a complete, right back down kind of vibe here. So I think that's what happened in this move. Now, it's exciting and it's fun, and I'm lucky enough to have a lot of heavy bags way down low. So movement like this is huge. It's very fun to watch my portfolio do what it does when this happens, and to think, wow, just on a 20% move like this, what that does for me. What happens when this thing does, 2, 3, 4, 5x, 10x in the future? That's going to be when the real fun happens. So I am excited about it. I don't want to be known as a bearish guy. People are always like, why do you always post the bearish stuff? I'm just looking at the charts. And so if I were to block out this H bar here and just turn this black and just look at the chart itself, then what I see happening now is actually decent. I just popped this green line in here. It's a significant level. It's not in our zones, but it's a significant level for a number of reasons. The main one is because if you go to the 4-hour and look at this, this is the 9 coming up. If we want a continuation up, we've got to stay above this 9 on the 4-hour. And that's why I popped this line in here, because this was the level that the 9 was meeting. And you can look back in the past and see we rode the 9 up here on this is the 4-hour chart, all the way up this big move up. As soon as we lost the 9, things got ugly for us. There was a couple of times where we got up above it, but it couldn't hold it, and we just stayed below, got above it, stayed below, stayed below, stayed below, stayed below. And then we break back through it, and we kind of ride it up, and then we got this move up. So this is a significant area. And I've told you guys before, don't spend your life staring at charts. Wait until there's a time that you need to look at them. And this is a time. We need this 4-hour candle to close above this 9, and the next one as well. The problem is this 9 is going to start squeezing against this resistance here. And this resistance is significant. Let me show you why. And then we'll be done here. This resistance right here is very significant for a couple of reasons. There's not a lot of time spent on this resistance with a lot of action, but there are very significant moments in time that it hit it. The first one being this move up after our consolidation. Very nice consolidation. Our move up, it hit this line almost to the 100th of a penny, right at it. So that's a very significant point in my mind. And yeah, we came around, we hit it a couple times on this. We came up, we tapped it on this support. On this way back down, and kind of claimed this level of support, at least temporarily. We fell back through it, and then a big significant time was our lower high that we made after this drop. And where did it come to? Almost to the 100th of a penny, right back to this line. Now we haven't seen this line again since March 17th, so it's been almost 2 weeks before we've come back into this support level here. And this FOMO candle is the one that blew through it. That's what I don't like. I would have liked to see this thing push up, hit this level, come back down, and work and push through, not just a FOMO through it. Because when that happens, this is the result. The good thing is that we've come down. We lost the 9 on the hourly with a very bad candy cane looking pattern here. But on the 4-hour, we're still holding on to it. We came down and touched it and got a little bounce from it, which is good. And you see that on the hourly chart. That's what this candle is. Let me see. My computer's freaking out. That's what this green candle is. This is the bounce on the 4-hour chart off of the 9. So the 9 EMA is right here on the 4-hour. So we came right to it. That's why I dropped this green line in. Now this green line will have to start moving up, because on the 4-hour, the 9 EMA will continue to move up as well. And what's going to happen is we're going to get a squeeze in here. So this 4-hour 9 EMA is going to move in here, and it's going to squeeze the price in between this very significant resistance and support line here that we talked about, where all these major incidents happen, and the 9 EMA, which is what we want to stay above. So something's going to happen here in the next few hours, and we're going to see if this move was significant enough to hold this 9 and create our next move up, or if it falls down through and we end up back down here consolidating some more, which is totally fine with me as well. Because at the end of the day, all this is a lower high. On the macro sense, I understand some people get confused, like they say we put in a new higher high. We did put in a new higher high, when you look at this area, but this is our highest high here, so until we come up and put in a true higher high with this and then test that with a new higher low, that's when we start to see significant movement. So watch these levels. Watch the 9 EMA on the 4-hour. It's very important. It needs to hold. If it doesn't, you're almost guaranteed that this is coming back down into our area to consolidate some more. And then who knows what can happen from there, because Bitcoin controls this stuff. We all know it. That's why this move happened, I believe, because look at Bitcoin. It did the same thing. So Bitcoin went, so did HBAR, right? So did everything else. So did Ethereum. So did Litecoin. Kind of. Ugh. Sick of this coin. Um, so I am very excited about HBAR. I love to see this happen because it shows that the hype around it and the energy around it is real. People see a little move and everyone starts to wanting to get in. They want to get in. They want to get in. But you know, these levels have to hold. They got to come back and retest and hold. And if they don't, we're just going to come back down and consolidate some more. And then if we get into this area and consolidate some more, then who knows? Maybe we get one more chance, you know, to get some lower buys. I tweeted that last night, and Credible Crypto, he agreed as well that there, you know, we may get one more chance here, and that's because of the Bitcoin situation. So watch for his video coming out here in the next couple of days. It's going to be filled with information that I don't even talk about. He gets deep into the real world usage of this coin and what it's doing and why it's raising. I'm just looking at lines and stuff on charts. So make sure you get information from both sides of things. He is very good at that, and he's also very good at TA as well. So those are my thoughts. This is cool. This is fun. Watch that 4-hour 9 EMA. It's very important. We did get our bounce on it, so we'll see what happens here. There is going to be a squeeze, and something's got to give. I will say this: if we push up and we put in another high right around here, be very cautious of a double top here and coming back down into here. Especially if this next push up only gets us around this same level. So you'd want to see this next push come up and break up into here. If we push up again and it only comes up into here, I would almost guarantee you that we're going to put in a double top and it's going to fall back down through into this area. All right, so those are a few ideas. Hopefully this didn't get too long. Let's make money, all of us. Start scaling in if you're nervous about it not coming down. There's no guarantees in this world, but my orders are still down here, and I have the luxury of doing that because I have a lot of low buy orders, so I'm in a different situation than a lot of you. I understand that. If you don't have any, then start scaling in as this thing comes down. I would, and then maybe you get lucky and you just buy lower if we hit here. All right, so peace out everybody, have a good day, and I will talk to you later.